Hey everybody, it's John here from the Fury Boys Racing channel. Back from a brief hiatus. I've been waiting on some custom parts that take a long time to get, simply because of schedules, parts, materials rather, a whole bunch of things. So finally I got in some of those things. I'm still waiting on one thing. The fuel cell is actually getting welded up. I had to modify it to fit. So waiting on that. But as far as the rear suspension goes, I have it completely mocked up. All I have to do is really just take it out and weld it completely. But I've proved the concept, and I think we're looking good. So without further ado, I'll show you what I got going on. All right, so I'm going to go back here to the rear suspension here. Now you can see I got the wishbone in there. When I was tacking it together, I blew part of that out, so I've been told that I can definitely save that. I may or may not weld this. I might just have. I've been offered. Somebody else offered their services for free, so I might take them up on that. We'll see. But then the other thing is I got this. I got the Watts link back. Now the only thing I really need to do to this piece yet is put a bushing inside of here. I got to drill it out for 3/4 and then put a brass bushing like this one in there, and then that piece should be ready to go as far as being race ready. Then there's a snap ring that goes over this piece right here, and that holds that whole thing in. Obviously, drive shaft goes this way. It clears this, but I think I'm going to move this down about an inch anyway, just for I have the ability to have the room. So I'm just going to take advantage of that and do that. But if you look back, that's the Watts link. Now, these mounts here, better to point at it like that, these mounts here can slide up and down on here, and then when they're clamped shut, then they stay fixed to the bar, and they work really well. So at first I was like, well, I didn't really need these curves, but then I was looking at some of the geometry, and I really did. So what you try to do with Watts links is keep these heims level. Most Watts links have straight bars, and you just you keep those level. But with this, I just want to keep the heim joints level at ride height, so we won't be able to see that exactly until we're at ride height. And then once I get that figured out, then that part will be dialed in. All I got to do then is weld these together. You can see that they're still not welded yet. And now I got that out of there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it back in, so I'm just going to rest that there. Anyway, so the other part of the wishbone, the mounts up here, I have tacked on. I think I have them lined up pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and weld those as well. And then as far as the rear end goes, I got some spacers in that I needed, and these spacers are not just rings that go around this tube here. They actually have a channel cut in there so that they can ride on the bearing and center the bearing that's inside of there's two bearings. They can ride on and center the bearings without touching the actual tube of the rear end. So this kind of glides up and down. Now that I got all that in, everything clears and everything, I'm going to go through the fasteners, make sure that the fasteners are the right lengths and sizes and all that stuff. And then I think on the backs of these, I'm going to put some flange nuts to basically just add that little extra bit of security. And then I got to plumb the brakes to just up to here, because I have everything else plumbed. So I just got to run the one off the T going to the right. Excuse me. Yeah, this part will go out to this brake, and then this one will make a loop over to there, to that brake over there. But yeah, these are actually fully assembled now. For those of you that know what this means, but this is a full floating axle, so this actually turns. There's a bearing inside of here, and this turns independent of the rest of the housing, which allows you to remove the axles without having to take off any of this stuff. So That's very convenient, especially if you break an axle, you just slide it out, you know, put a new one in. There's a retainer that goes in here, in a C-clip, or yeah, basically a snap ring. That's the one. So a snap ring goes in there, and that holds all that together. Then I got to get some gears, the drive gears here. I have the ring and pinion inside here, but I got to put new gears in here. So, but then other than that, the rear will be done. So I got to throw that together, some gears in the rear, and which isn't a big deal at all. And then get some axles. Axles I got to measure for, so that might be a little difficult, but we'll see. There's other things I've been working on. I think I've showed you this fuel mount before. I'm going to customize. I'm going to change up this design and print something else, 3D print something else. But I think that's about it, everybody. Those were major things that I had to wait on. They're very difficult machines to get access to, and you got to be patient, especially when you're building a race car that's never been done before. Not in this respect, at least. So anyway, hope you guys are patient with me, and hopefully you'll follow along as these videos come out. I know the algorithm says that you should be posting every so often and blah blah blah. Well, I only got so much money and time and all that stuff, so I try to put as much together for you guys as I can. But I'm gonna leave you guys there, and I will bring you up to speed next time I have some good progress done. All right, guys, talk to you later.